Like Gary, how you chasing him?
Yeah.
He hasn't been there.
He hasn't been there. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 4 o'clock.
Almost there.
Well,
You too, yeah. All right, you're good.
it's 4 o'clock. City council meeting to order. Please stand for the title.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah. You just muted already? Okay, first thing on the agenda is, the city council meeting minutes from November 12th. Are there any additions, deletions, changes?
No.
Mute that.
Is there a mute?
I would entertain a motion to approve the November 12th, 2025 city council meeting.
Make a motion to approve the city council meeting minutes from. I'll second.
In favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Oh, yeah. Only this code will not be. Okay. Reports, I'm gonna change reports just a little bit. I'm gonna let Mr. Gaslin go first because he has another place.
Linda's being super kind to me, thanks. So let's go over this real quick. Appropriations review, start off with that.
Right here.
One,
Echo going on.
just listen to ourselves.
Seems to work.
Oh, there it is.
There's me.
Mute.
All right.
Okay, well,
So this is through November, year to date. I'm starting to get some real activity during the year. And so things are starting to look a little, variable. Personnel services and administration. We're almost halfway through the year, so we should have about 50% left, right? A little bit over, maybe 60% left. Materials and services look fine, general fund. Fire department's doing fine. Parks. Well, we spent $5,000 on rock related to parks. That took a lot, so we've only got 6,000 left, which is only 83% of the budget for a moment. So I don't anticipate that we'll do the rock again later this year, but it's just something to keep in mind. We're getting pretty close on parks. But we also charged a lot of time there related to that. So again, we don't expect that to repeat, but it leaves it very, very tight for the remainder of the year on the budget for the parks. Flea market, well, we've got experience with flea market now in there, and so we've used we're about where we should be on personnel services, and we've got lots of room on materials and services. Road fund, plenty of room. Debt services is kind of a calculated number, so we expect to have a limited margin there. We have used some expenses on East Cemetery, reserve fund, water fund. It's fine, but we're close on materials and services, and personnel service close to where we should be at this point of the year. So we just need to keep an eye on those. Sewer fund looks fine. So those are the only items I would call out. Let's move on to the December cash statement. Lots of checks this month. Got the generator installed, community center for 10,000. We've got John Deere's annual payment. That's our lease payment. Those are the two really big ones. We've got a couple of services and supplies on there. They're over a couple $1,000 as well. Cash balance right now is 514,000. A lot of that is grant money, and so not all of that is city money. We should only have about 200,000 in that's actually stuff we can spend. So don't get too excited about $500,000 in the bank. Any questions?
And then the generator, at the community center, that was grant money.
Yeah.
Want to clarify that?
Yeah, the big ticket items that aren't really are generally just, my monthly service,
Mhm.
the John Deere annual payment. I think we even charged DEQ to one of the grants, on the permitting there. And
I
then,
was right to the wastewater.
yeah, and then Decody is water meter project, so that's all grant funded.
Okay. That's good. Any guys have any questions for Rob? I would entertain a motion to accept bills as presented and being paid.
I make a motion to pay the bills as stated. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you, Rob.
Awesome, thank you, you guys have a wonderful day.
Take care.
Okay, Kurt, with your report.
Want to thank all my volunteers. Last meeting, we chained up the trucks because eventually we're gonna get snow. We took 3381 in, and with spaghetti fees money, we had it serviced. Oil changed and stuff like that. With spaghetti feed money, Grumpy's is gonna put a new brake cable on it. It's been, brake cable has broke. We're gonna put a couple trucks in the Christmas parade, maybe if we find enough drivers that are willing to do it.
Update later.
And that's all I got.
Oh, street signs. Street signs. Are we done putting street signs in for the year?
I don't think so. We can still do all the ones around Magnolia and Bourne Avenue and that, cause it's their backhoe dig in the, it's all tailing. I can't drill them, so we'll dig with a backhoe and probably put them in as long as the weather stays.
Because we've got like 4 or 5 of them that are damaged. And so we'd like to get those pulled off so we can reorder them this winter, so we have them for spring.
Okay,
And then we'd like to get them put away off the ground so they don't get plowed and buried or whatever late during the winter, if we have snow.
Next week, Connor and I will get together and we're gonna store the stuff over there, reorganize that,
Okay,
and I'll take care of that.
okay, thank you. Guys, yeah, but we'd like to reorder those, so come spring we can
yeah,
get right on.
yeah, we'll get a few more in this year.
Okay,
If, if it stays like this and it looks like
it will,
for the next while, it's going to, so.
okay. Any other questions for? Okay. To Goslin, oh, surplus resolution. Okay, we have a piece of equipment that the city is going to surplus. So I need to read this resolution. Bear with me, everyone. Okay, City of Sumter Resolution number 444-25. A resolution of the City Council for the City of Sumter declaring a specific piece of equipment as surplus. Whereas the City of Sumter has a plow blade, photos attached, that no longer meets the city's needs and has become obsolete, whereas the item listed above has salvage value. Whereas the City of Sumter staff have recommended that the item listed above be declared surplus city property and disposed of by public means. Whereas the City Council wishes to remove the item listed above from city real property by means of sale to a buyer who will take possession of and remove the item listed above immediately in its entirety. Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council for the City of Sumter declares the city's plow blade above and pictured and photos attached to be surplus city property and directs the city clerk to dispose of said equipment by sale to highest bidder, with one of the terms of sale being removal of the item from the city property at the time of sale. This resolution is effective immediately upon its enactment by the City Council. This is, I don't know if anybody's seen it. I've got pictures of it.
I'll make the motion to pass resolution 444-25.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? So what is suggested we do is this resolution will be signed and will be posted. So everybody knows what we're doing. And we will have a sheet in City Hall here for people to make bids, and we'll leave it open for till Monday. That works, or this will be posted.
Monday was
Kind of short.
Okay, what time, how long do you wanna do it?
Well, I think it should be open for bid for 30 days.
I'll have this.
Why?
We wanna get 30 days, okay, we're only gonna post this around here, around town. We're
Yeah.
not going out to,
Well, that's what I mean. At least 2 weeks.
okay, I'll do 2 weeks.
Yeah, a couple of days don't give a lot of people time to find out what's going on.
So today's the 9th, so it'll be till 23rd.
What time?
Yeah,
Yeah, what time, noon, 12:30, the 23rd at noon?
yeah. And I'll get it posted tomorrow morning.
Craigslist.
Okay, next thing on here is Liquid Vision. I gave you guys just the reports. Just they did complete it. I think Rob's already paid Bill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill, there was a few recommendations, which is what I gave you, the guy, you, the tabs, to see what the recommendations were. But nothing can be done about these. I just wanted to let you know that next spring we will need to do a few things with it.
Yeah.
They wanted item number 26, Anoid. And, some other stripping. So we will table this until the spring, and then we will look at budgeting to get that done. That's okay with everybody?
If you're there.
No?
Yeah.
And then let me keep there. And then Mr. Bork, snowmobile races. Do you have a presentation here?
Just coming to get permission to have a couple of snowball races this year, the weather's allowing. Maybe water crawls, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Water skiing.
What dates were you?
I'm hoping for Martin Luther King weekend is the 19th,
Of January?
yeah, yep. 17th and 18th,
Oh, okay.
and then, you know, that'll depend on snow.
And when was it? Was there a second day?
And then the 21st of February, possibly the 22nd.
And then have you done your paperwork again?
Not yet.
Or- Okay. Um. Discussion, guys?
No.
I guess we'll have to wait and see if we have snow.
That's, yeah, exactly.
The only discussion we had earlier is last year the city plowed the whole area.
Mhm.
And it was kind of a financial burden, and we will be opening up like the road that goes around and the road that goes down to the back of the pavilion maybe, and one swipe into the pavilion, but we are gonna open the whole parking lot area this year.
Yeah.
Just because it's of expense, and also we put new gravel up there, we don't wanna turn it all up.
Not gravel, it's cobble.
Oh,
So we're
gravel.
afraid of that.
Well, whatever it is, it's rock.
Big rock, big rock.
So just let you know that might be a change because of
Yep.
expense.
Yes.
So we need to get, does he
He needs some.
do an email, the paperwork to him too?
Yeah, he usually emails us the insurance papers the day of, like Friday, and the race starts Saturday, because he doesn't get it till the last minute.
Okay, do I have a motion to,
And, well, I'll get you the paperwork for the dollar on the thing.
Yes.
do I have a motion to, approve these days if we have snow?
I make a motion to approve the dates for Jake Burke's snowmobile races, weather dependent.
One second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, next, volunteer park playground equipment. We had a workshop where we went through and kind of solidified what equipment we wanted to get for the playground. So, and Matt's getting that, so I need a motion to approve the equipment we discussed and to give Matt the approval to go forward and start purchasing this equipment.
Well, I make the motion to, approve Matt to go ahead and, order all the playground equipment that we've been looking at for the playground.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Matt, is this it's a reimbursement, right? Grant? Do you remember?
I think
It
so.
was in
Yeah.
lifetime too.
Yeah,
You didn't get a check?
No,
I'll see.
I think it is reimbursement. I'd have, I'll have to go back.
Cause I just say, as you get those, go ahead and, get the
Yeah.
receipt, so we
I
can
just
get
don't
in.
remember off the top of my head.
I don't either.
I think it's in lifetime because we discussed
part of it.
the work, yeah.
Yeah, the volunteer.
16,000.
Volunteer hours.
Okay, so yeah, so you can start looking at getting that equipment, so this is what they,
So I'll hook up with, Lindy on that. then.
yeah,
And then on Thursday, I'll come in and we'll go through the numbers one more time, just to
Okay.
make sure we got everything
Yep.
we discussed.
what time? 11?
You'll
Oh,
be here,
you just text me.
okay.
Okay, old business. Matt wanted to give a short presentation about dark sky.
Actually, I got a bunch of different things, but I'll be brief.
Oh,
We
okay.
got to look at cemeteries.
So I gave you guys one of these that has more details than I'm gonna say. But, the hometown grant for T-Mobile, just important dates to remember. End of this month, the thing has to be in, the application has to be in the end of this month. Notice of awards is in February. And then, you have to use the money by the end of November next year. So, and then we get those quotes for the boardwalk out here and, the water heater.
Yeah,
So I can get those in.
I'm trying to get a hold of Baker and maybe talk to
Okay,
Kurt.
no problem.
Maybe Kurt can give you an idea.
Okay. The cemetery, I'm pretty much shutting down for this year. That's just too muddy for anything there. There it shows you what work has been finished. Going forward next spring, I've got to burn the piles again. I don't think we can get up there with equipment, so we can do that, save that until next fall, I guess. So we do need to do the seeding, mark all the grave sites. We need to put a layer of 3/4 inch minus on top of the road that's already there. Cemetery signs, what I'll do is I'll work with you, Sherry and Ron, to kind of give you an idea of what signs I have in mind. And I can even provide the redwood. I have a ton of that redwood.
Okay, and we've got some too, and if you have a specific font, just let them know what the font is.
Okay. And then I mentioned that, when the rock was put in for the roads, the road that Terry put in to get around the back was also rocked. And so now there's 2 more areas that we can, after we're done with the initial 4 areas, plot areas, next summer I'll put some posts up and we can start selling those 2 areas as well. So we'll probably be up to, I don't know, 250, maybe 300 plots that would be able to be sold. And then the OPRD cemetery grant, I guess the question, I mentioned this to someone, it might have been Charlie. Maybe rather than getting that fence, the scallop fence that we talked about. The whole area, the whole cemetery is already fenced with barbed wire. So I mentioned to Charlie about, what if we just put a shed in there? So you can keep stuff for the cemetery. So something to think about for you guys. So the County Parks Board, on December 3rd, the commissioners voted to rescind the mining ordinance for the tailings. You can still recreational mine, which means you go in with a pan and whatever, hand tools. And then they also approved the parks ordinance, which is effective immediately. And they put in changes into that were like, no hunting in this area or blah, 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 certain things like that. And a lot of it was centered around Hewlett and Holcomb Parks out by Brownlee Reservoir, so. Didn't affect us so much because hunting is still allowed in the tailings and so on and so forth. Next meeting is in January. So again, working on dark sky certification, both Christina and Donnie are on board with going ahead and getting that going. So I gotta follow up with Dark Sky Oregon on that. The only hiccup might be that, Dark Sky International doesn't have a designation certification for just county land. So they might have to designate it a park or something. There's already a sign there that says Sumter Wildlife Area, Baker County. So it's kind of already a wildlife preserve. So anyway, that might be okay for what they want. And so while I was talking with these two guys at Dark Sky, they were pushing really hard for Sumter to become Dark Sky. I don't know, maybe they get an incentive for getting communities Dark Sky certified. I don't get it, but they were pushing extremely hard because the tailings are gonna be easy. It's dark as hell out there. So you don't have to worry about light. So, the thing with, if you did it here in Sumter is that it would require a lighting ordinance. And I thought, nah, that's not gonna happen. I just don't believe that would happen. So I went on and I read about what a dark sky ordinance had to be, and it's not as intrusive as I thought it would be. I mean, you can look at the 5 lighting principles. Number 1 is useful. They're saying only use lights if you need them. 2 is targeted. So if you have a light, like I have a light outside my shop and it lights up the sky, it's a 360-degree light. But if I put a shield on it and had an 80-degree angle and just angled it, just put the spot to the ground, that'd be fine. And then they talk about low level, being mindful of surface conditions, where light reflects to, controlled lighting, so motion sensors, timers, they prefer that sort of thing. And then number 5 is warm colored bulbs. And nowadays, when you go and you buy light bulbs, there's a scale at the bottom on the package. I'm sure you've all seen it. And it goes from yellow to blue, and it tells you what that particular bulb is. So they're looking more for, excuse me, yellow amber lights that not like these. So, I'm pretty sure that the street lights in town are all amber lights, so that wouldn't be an issue. It would be more around, city buildings, private properties, and that sort of thing. So anyways, it's all there. If you want more information, I can get it to you.
Okay,
All right?
so have you had anybody, people, are you talking to anybody about being interested in doing this within the city here, or
No.
you got any feedback?
No, and if you're gonna go dark sky, there's things that have to be maintained throughout the year. So you have to put in some light meters and somebody will have to read them and document your light conditions and the areas that you may have a light meter.
So there is some personnel and expense.
Yeah, and there's, sorry, brain fart. There's a couple other things that, would have to be, we'd have to put on some education events. And I don't mind doing all that stuff, just like for the county, I volunteered that I'd do it all.
So if we got people interested, we could have a public meeting, you could come in,
Absolutely.
they could bring their questions and.
We do have, a sign and light ordinance in our city ordinances. And I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but how do we enforce these lights in the city?
That's the big question.
Yeah, you can.
And I've posed that question to the guys, that I talked to, and they haven't responded back. Because, put in an ordinance and nobody pays attention and I'm not doing that, that kind of stuff. Do we have some sort of enforcement to make sure that someone's gone out and checking? Do we have to have that? Or can we just go off empirical data, which says that I've got light meters here, here, and here, and according to that data, we're well within spec. So does that then trump having the, no pun intended, does that trump having a ordinance in place? So, you know, a lot of questions.
So we've got a lot of questions to go before this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't want to get, what's that?
To me, it sounds more like Santa Cruz, San Francisco, Scottsdale,
Yeah, let's move. to
other
California.
towns that start with an S other than Sumter.
Well, halfway is in the process of it right now. And I don't understand why they were pushing it, but. Because you got the tailings right there, they are
Did you,
dark, dark, dark.
when we talked, did you mention that some of the cities are doing it because they use it as a promotional for bringing people into the
Yeah,
cities?
tourism.
for
Yeah, I mean,
doing that
that's the
stuff?
benefit of being dark sky certified.
I know Ben did it. They passed an ordinance and all their lights, like on the lights on your house, all have to go down. They can't go up, they can't go sideways, everything's down.
Yeah, and I think it was either Sisters or Bend, I can't remember which one, it might have been both. But they had an ordinance written up to
Yeah,
do that
Yeah.
for lighting.
yeah.
And so they have it, so Dark Sky has it on their website, I didn't look for it yet, but they say it's on there.
I know, I read Ben's, yeah. Okay.
Okay, well, we'll just have to reach out and see if people are interested in
Yeah,
it.
no, I mean, the kitchen can't be lit up all night by my neighbor's spotlight.
No, I
No.
can't.
Yeah.
Well, that's light trespassing, they call that light trespassing within the
They blind you.
the organization.
There's a few, yeah,
Thank
there's a few.
thank you, Matt.
Yep,
Take a couple of lights out of the grounds and
Yeah.
you've got dark sky
Yeah.
up there.
yeah.
Okay, councilor comments, Daryl?
Mm.
Marsha?
Two.
Okay.
Again, a friendly reminder, if you guys know anybody that, needs a little extra food, the food bank out there is packed. That is all full now. So at some point, we gotta use it before the date comes too. I mean, some is going, but we do have a lot, so. No, and the coat hanger at the schoolhouse that Ron put
Oh,
up
that's
is
right.
absolutely beautiful. And I think wasn't the city discussing about reimbursing him for that?
It's the redwood from the water tower.
Well, I know, but it takes time to make it, and then he had to buy all the little hangers.
I had tons of those hangers. I had bought it for a project and didn't use them, so no, that's just something that was needed there,
So
but I
it's
appreciate it.
very nice. It
It's
is.
fabulous, yeah. It makes it nice, because now we're not walking on coats on the back of the shoes. That's all I had.
Nothing for me.
Public comment? John?
Christmas coming up, would like to borrow the burn barrels and, some delineators, please,
Okay.
for the parade.
John, in regard to the burn barrels,
Yeah,
our garden shed, there is a pile of wood there. Whoever is gathering it up, please take that wood used for the burn barrels.
okay,
Yeah.
Ron, has Ron talked to you? He's supposed to be talking to you about firewood.
Yeah.
Ronnie,
Yeah, we talked. He said gather up some and then Jim. Next time went and cut some trees down and bucked it all up for firewood, but if you got
This is
good dry
plenty-
firewood.
Yeah, this is dry,
Okay,
so please go ahead and, I mean, we don't use it, so Ron has said we wanted to donate it for the burn barrels.
yeah, it sounds like we're getting firewood then, so we should be set.
now if it'll get cold.
When
Fire.
when it's cold. Anybody else?
When you're standing in the rain and it's cold, you need.
Okay, something else, then, do you have anything else? That was it? Okay. Anything else? Here,
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody.